Welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. What's going on, Big Blue Crew? Twitter, Instagram, all platforms. What's going on? Another Big Pat Sports Talk. We're going to talk about the Giants OTAs Day 9. Pretty interesting day. They had a very interesting day at Day 9. A lot of exciting new things. A lot of new people showing up. A lot of things coming back to roost. Daniel Jones working out of the pocket. He missed a couple of throws today. Saquon Barkley being lined up all over the offense. We're going to get into it today. Just talk about the OTAs in general. So there you go, Wan'dale Robinson, McKeith, and Zudu, everybody out there on the field. Zudu getting more first-team reps going into with the offensive line. Andrew Thomas is still sitting out with an injury. It's competition is brewing, man. But let's talk about the day that these guys had at OTA 9. As you say, so while the first Giants team offense and defense doesn't exactly look like they will when the season starts, they had a lot of 11 on 11 and 7 on 7 drills today, and we have some injuries along both lines. Kayvon Thibodeau is not practicing, and Andrew Thomas is not practicing. So two of those four pillars that we have are not practicing. Giants fans, don't be alarmed. It's just that Coach Brian Daboll takes injuries very seriously, and he's going to make them work on the sidelines and get healthy before he puts them into any reps, especially with Thomas. He had a noticeable limp the other day when he was running, so they put that red jersey on him until he's fully healthy. He should be ready by training camp. Same thing with Kayvon Thibodeau. He should be ready by the first mandatory mini camp. They just working out on some minor injury details. Aaron Robinson was actually on the sideline with an undisclosed injury today, working on the sidelines with Kayvon Thibodeau, but they were running and doing workouts, so that's encouraging. But here's some observations from camp that they had. They said Daniel Jones Day. He said he's not exactly working with weapons. He will when he starts, when the reps start mattering. Kadarius Toney and Sterling Shepard, they're both out right now with lingering injuries. Kenny Galladay wasn't even there. So Wan'dale Robinson has been picking up those much-needed reps, and he's been excellent with those reps. He's been Daniel Jones' favorite target. So hopefully Daniel Jones can depend on Wan'dale Robinson in those tough moments. Building that chemistry right now means a whole lot. I know it's just OTAs, but that means a whole lot to a quarterback when he feels he can trust you. So they had Travis Tovey and a big tall receiver, Richie James, and David Seals, who's actually Daniel Jones, one of his really good friends. He was out there and practiced today. So that's who he was throwing it to today. And as far as what he threw today, he was 18 of 24 and 11 on 11 drills. And really, they say he should have threw a pick six to Adoree Jackson. So a lot of Giants fans are going to – the only thing you just heard was he could have threw a pick six to Adoree Jackson. That's what the people are going to hear. It looks like the – starting defensive line dominated the starting offensive line today in practice. Leonard Williams looked like he should have got 2 sacks on Daniel Jones, but they had Daniel Jones working in and out the pocket, so maybe those were drills where they will let Leonard Williams get in there and see how Daniel Jones handles pocket pressure, which would be a good thing. Now, once again, he connects with Robinson in the end zone again. Daniel Bellinger getting into the action again. I believe Daniel Bellinger is going to be the number 1 tight end. Daniel Bellinger and Wan'dale Robinson are going to be very effective for us in this offense the very first year. And Saquon Barkley had 5 catches today on 6 targets. So that Alvin Kamara role could be in the plans. As you look here, Saquon Barkley, they say the offensive creativity. So basically what they're saying is they actually had Slayton line up in the backfield today, and I think he's going to play. He was playing a role what Tony or Robinson would be doing if they were healthy. Barkley's been lined up at receiver. He's been lined up at fullback. He's been lined up at running back. They've been putting him all over the field, outside receiver, slot receiver. I mean, they're putting him all over the field. And he did have 91 catches as a rookie, so that's when he was at his best, when he was catching the ball and running the ball. When they had him in that all-purpose role, that's when he had his best season, his rookie season. So I expect Brian Daboll and Kafka to use him in that role. Why the hell did I say Joe Judge? Lord have mercy. But I can't wait to see when Tony and Robinson get healthy and when Barkley is on the field healthy. Those three guys on the field make us dangerous every single snap. Every single snap, those three guys on that field make us very, very dangerous. Even if Slayton and even if Shepard, even if Galladay don't work out, we know that we have three major weapons with Robinson, Tony, and Galladay moving forward. So I'm not saying that give up on Galladay or anybody like that. I'm just saying that going forward, that you can depend on three explosive guys going forward with Daniel Jones or whoever the quarterback may be going forward. So I like those odds of having those three guys on the field at the same time. All right. The rookies will definitely get a bunch of reps today. A lot of them will get in the reps with first team offense and defense. Daniel Bellinger was getting a lot of first team reps with Ricky Seals-Jones and Jordan Akins both being healthy. I'm sorry, guys. This thing not working correctly, but we with Ricky Seals-Jones and Jordan Akins being healthy, so that's major right there. So like I said, I think that guy's gonna be tight end number one, and I don't think it's gonna be a close battle. I think he's already won it, and they're gonna let him move forward with Daniel Jones. But my internet's not wanting to work right now, so just to finish up with a lot of going on in OTAs. Darius Slayton back to his old tricks. He's dropping passes. He's not catching things that Daniel Jones is throwing to him. So that Slayton train, everybody's gonna be on halt with the Slayton train. Let's just hope it's just one bad day. But he went back to what we're used to. 2 huge drops today. Another tip pass in the air. He's not doing very well today with the OTAs. Wan'dale Robinson got another touchdown catch. Now the biggest surprise of the day, this is going to be one of my last points before I get up out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Ellerson Smith has been looking dominant in OTAs. He has been absolutely destroying the second defensive line, and he got some first team reps today with Thibodeau being on the bench, and that's huge. That means he may have jumped Roche in the rotation. He have made, not O'Shea, but Roche. He made a jump Quincy Roche in the rotation, and that's major news if he has done that. Me and Big Boo Lou, we've been high on Ellerson Smith, man. We've been saying that this kid is definitely one of those guys that's going to be a heavy rotational piece that could have an absolutely pretty dominant year, being that he will be fresh coming in. And let's say if he's not that much of a drop-off between Thibodeau and Ojulari, that's huge. That is absolutely huge. But that's pretty much what happened at OTAs today. Daniel Jones having a pretty good day, a couple of down moments. Receivers, Slayton dropping the ball, Daniel Bellinger catching 2 or 3. Saquon Barkley catching 5 or 6, being lined up all over the field. They're going to use him in a multi-purpose role this year on this offense. I could pretty much guarantee that. Wan'dale Robinson is building chemistry with Daniel Jones. He's having great chemistry, and that's going to be good going into the future. We're still waiting for the debuts of Galladay, Tony, Shepard, Thomas. We still have injury concerns moving forward, but it shouldn't be too bad. We shouldn't be too worried. Kayvon Thibodeau is on the sideline, but Ellerson Smith has stepped up tremendously, and he's handling his business, and I think he's going to have a major role on this defensive line moving forward. And the rookies are shining, man. Those rookies are pushing these veterans, which is a very good thing. Bellinger's beating out Ricky Seals-Jones and Akins for snaps, and they're healthy. That speaks volumes. That speaks that these guys are going to play the guy that's earning the reps, and I could get with that. But that's your OTA Day 9 report from Big Pat Sports Talk. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think is going on in OTAs. But until the next episode, peace. This has been a Big Blue Crew production.